planner, and the option for even more support. So continue to stay tuned as this course rolls out. Okay, let's get to the episode.
Hello, friends. Welcome back to the Ducks in a Row podcast. This is episode 5 of season 3, and I couldn't be more excited to be here today because I have some extra special things to talk about and some things to get excited about. So, one thing I need to get out of the way for those of you who are listening to just the audio. I need to tell you that I am currently recording a video of this episode, and there's a few things that are like that you need to understand. I get a little like weird and tripped up when I do this. I used to do this when I very first brought the podcast, like the first couple episodes are actually on YouTube, and I did record them. And I have intention to do this more often, but it's weird to me. I'm just going to be honest with you. It's weird to me because I'm used to just speaking into my microphone and I can look how I want to look. I can have anything around me or in the background. And it's funny because I do have a social media, I want to say social media presence, but I really don't have very many followers. I just mean that I'm on social media a lot, right? So it shouldn't be weird for me to like be recording myself in a video. It shouldn't be weird. I realize that, but it is. And so here I have my phone recording and like I'm looking at the camera, and then I'm not looking at the camera because I'm looking at my computer with my like recording software, and then I'm looking at my microphone. Anyway, just know that it's weird and it's distracting for me, and it's going to take some getting used to. But there is a very specific reason why I am recording today's episode on video. And that is because I have a huge and major thing to share with you all. So the other thing that I want you to know, if you are just listening and you're not watching this on YouTube, is I'm going to put the link in the show notes for my YouTube channel. Maybe I'll even try and link the actual episode, but just go there and watch. It's probably going to be better because I'm going to be showing you something. Okay? So that's really important for you to know. That's why I'm recording, because I'm going to be showing you something. Okay, let's get into it. And I want to start by saying, I want to thank you guys who are faithful listeners to this podcast. This is not a famous podcast. I've only ever had like 2 guests. This is not some kind of major, platform for me. I really don't even market it that well. I really only ever talk about it on Instagram, and I only ever promote it once a week when I'm putting a new episode out. So this is me admitting like I really should do a better job promoting my podcast. But at the same time, you guys, those of you that listen to this, I can't tell you how much I appreciate you, because that tells me that you are invested in some way, shape, or form. Either you know me personally, or you like me, or who knows? You like my voice. My voice puts you to sleep. Maybe you like the things I share, right? And that is so cool. And I feel this way about my email list also. So my email list and you podcast listeners, I feel like you're really my people. You're really my people. I really appreciate you. And the reason is because you are choosing to be here. You're not just on Instagram and Instagram is just deciding to show you my reel. Or Instagram is just deciding to show you my little picture at the top of the screen so you can watch my stories, right? Or same with Facebook. Like Facebook isn't deciding to show you what I have today, on Facebook or TikTok or even YouTube for that matter, or Pinterest. I'm in all those places, right? But I have less control over those outlets because, those that be are controlling who sees my stuff. Those of you that are listening to this podcast on wherever you listen to podcasts, or who are on my newsletter email list, you guys are actually invested. You choose to be here. And I'm saying this all for a very good reason, so hang tight. I appreciate you so much. I cannot tell you. It's not like there's a million of you, my prayer to God, honestly, like, is to be able to reach the masses with the messages I have, because I believe God has given me the gift and the knowledge of the things that I share with you guys. And I believe it's God breathed. And so I'm putting it out there, wanting to do his work, you know, in whatever he has for me that day. It's not like I'm out here sharing the gospel every day. That's not what I mean. It's just that I know he's given me gifts and what I know and what I can share. And so, like, that's my mission, right? So I hope and pray that someday, maybe not a million, who knows, but that there are going to be more of you, right? But right now, I appreciate you guys so much. And I just want you to know that. And I want to offer you guys something a little different than just those who, I like to think of it as like a bubble, like a circle. Okay, like you got like the inner circle, right? The teeny tiny little circle that's like my immediate family. Then you get a little bigger, and then you have, like, you know, you're adding some extended family, and then you're adding some really close friends, and then you're adding some acquaintances, and then you're adding the people on my newsletter list, my newsletter email list, and the people in my podcast. And then from there, you're adding all the other social media outlets. Okay, so you guys are like creeping in towards my inner circle, and that brings me so much joy. And because of that, as a thank you, I have something that I want to offer you guys today that I am not necessarily offering the masses. Now, obviously, if you found this podcast through social media, and this is the first episode you're listening to, you are still welcome to take part in this, in this gift, or so to speak, or in this offer that I have for you. You are still more than welcome. If you are listening to this or watching this on YouTube, you are more than welcome to participate in this. I still appreciate you, even if this is the first episode you're ever watching. But I'm just saying, I'm putting this here and not like in those social media outlets because I want to give you guys a little something as a thank you. Okay. I'm sure you're all just on the edge of your seats, aren't you? You're just like, oh my gosh, would you get to the point? What is it? Okay, you may or may not know, not only am I a time management and productivity coach, as well as a professional organizer and a homeschool mom and a wife, and, you know, I got the 2 boys and the dog and the blah, blah, blah. I also create planners. I'm a planner creator, I like to call myself. And that obviously goes along pretty closely with the productivity and time management coach, because that's kind of why, and the professional organizer, because it's kind of why, I am good at making a planner. Okay. But last year, starting around this time last year, I started brainstorming my first planner, and it was good. It was a pretty good success. I got to be honest with you. And if you're a longtime listener here, I've talked a lot about it. I still might even be putting the links in my show notes, to be honest with you. But it is something that I put out there and that I was so proud, still am so proud of. And I felt like it was pretty good, and that people appreciated it, right? And I loved doing it. I just love it. It is something that I really love. So I decided I was going to do another one. Because last year's was specifically, the last one I made was specifically for 2022. And you may or may not know, we only have a couple months left in 2022. So it's kind of like a little bit null and void at this point, right? So I have created another planner. But the little special thing about this other planner is there's a lot of really special things, okay? But the first special thing about it is that it is not a 2023 planner. It is an unmarked planner. I am now leafing through it. And what I mean by that is, here, I'll show the folks over on YouTube the cover. It is not a 2023 time management and productivity planner. It is just a time management and productivity planner. So what makes that different? There's no dates. And I love that there's no dates. I'm going to be honest with you. It took me a second to swallow that, okay? Because I have never used a planner. I'm a planner gal. I have used a planner like literally my entire life. from like elementary school because they used to give them to you to use in school, right? I've always used a planner. There has never been a planner that doesn't have dates in it. Maybe the ones in school did not have dates, actually, now I'm thinking about it. But when I started purchasing my own planners in college and hence after that, I have always bought one with dates. So it took me a second to like swallow that because I was like, do I really want to put a planner out that doesn't have dates? Do people like that? And then it dawned on me, yes, Amanda, you want to do that for more than one reason. Number one, this is it, folks. Like, this is the planner. Now, am I gonna tweak it and make different designs at some point? Yes, of course. It may not always be exactly the same, but you can come to expect it to be basically the same, right? I don't have to make a new one every single year just to change the dates. You can buy this tomorrow and start using it tomorrow, right? It is 14 months. You put the months in. You can buy it tomorrow and sit on it and twiddle your thumbs and pick your nose until April of 2023 and finally decide to get your crap together and pull the planner out and start using it then, right? You can use it whenever. From the time you start it for the next 14 months. You can even skip a few months. I don't recommend that as a time management and productivity coach. But the truth of the matter is you can. And the beauty about that is you can start all gung-ho. Obviously things in life go awry every now and then. And then instead of being like, well, there goes that planner, might as well dump it in the trash, you can pull it back out and use it again. So there are so many reasons why it is a beautiful, beautiful thing to have a planner that you write the dates in yourself. You can use it. You can start it whenever. You can stop it whenever. You can pick it back up whenever. The other nice thing about that is you are going to have, this planner is designed in order for you to spend time filling it out. This is not a flippant little piece of paper that you're writing a to-do list on. This is a detailed and intricate piece of work that you are going to want to actually spend time filling out. And so because there are many features in the planner that you are going to be filling out, it makes sense to also just fill out the dates, right? It's not going to really it's not going to cost you that much more time to fill out the dates because you're already going to be spending time filling it out. Okay. So that is the first thing that is unique about this next planner as opposed to last year's planner. The other thing that's unique, there's a lot of similarities, but I'm going to give you the differences first. The other thing that's different is I actually utilized time blocking this time instead of just a get to-do list every day. So in my previous planner, each day, you had like your daily breakdown, right? And you had all the things in your daily breakdown, but it just was lines and bubbles and you just wrote it in and there were no times involved. This particular planner is time blocked. So each week you have from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. written out, okay? And you are gonna write in what pertains to those days or those times on that day. So it is time blocked. I've talked about time blocking in previous podcasts. I will probably do more coming up because this is a major different feature in this planner. I'm not gonna spend time on that today. So come back if you need more help on time blocking. Really, it's not hard. You just put in the time that you have this appointment or this phone call or that you're going to be, doing this particular task. Like for me, I homeschool every day. So I'm going to write in, starting at 9 from 9 to basically 1 or 8:30 to 12:30 in and around that time is when we homeschool. And I'm going to write that in there. Right. And then I usually get up at like 6:30 and start exercising. So from 6:30 to 7:30, I'm going to be exercising and then I'm going to get breakfast at 8. And so it's all there, right? And I'm going to write that in. Now, do not panic if that makes your head spin and you're automatically like, nope, not getting it because I don't like the time block. Don't panic, friends, because it is not hard. These numbers, these times are written so small that you can still use it as a to-do list. If you don't want a time block, just ignore the times. Just ignore the fact that there is a little time written there and just write your to-do list. Just make your own little bubbles and check marks and whatever you want to do, right? I, as a productivity and time management coach, I recommend that you use time blocking, which is why I made it this way. But I understand that not everybody is going to do that, and that's okay. The other nice thing, I still included the 5 essential task list. If you do not know what that is, you're definitely new here. Because y'all know that the 5 essential task list is like my favorite thing when it comes to creating habits and being productive and organized with your time. So every day has those, even Saturday and Sunday. And it's a little bit, they're little. Saturday and Sunday is little, and they don't have as many numbers or as many times. But it's there. It's still there. The days of the week are in there. It just doesn't have the dates. Okay. Everything else, as far as the planner itself, is the same. There are less additions in the back. I put a lot of note pages in, you guys, because I'm a sucker for note pages. You're also going to find an activity log and priorities activity in the back, and I'm going to explain to you in a little while why that is there. The only other little different is that there is a weekly gratitude bubble instead of a daily gratitude. If you're somebody that does like daily gratitude, there's plenty of room still in those blocks somewhere for you to jot down what you're thankful for, okay? But I just had it weekly, just spatially, just for space. It needed to only be weekly in this particular version. But again, there's plenty of room for you to write it on the daily. Then you have this nice monthly breakdown, which I love. This whole big month at a glance. It just looks like a calendar. You got 14 of those too, right? Because they're important. There's notes on either side. It gives you a main focus for the month. The other thing that's the same is you have a monthly brain dump and you have a brain dump for the year. Again, that is the same. You also have nice little quotes, a new one each month for you to just sort of, maybe that helps you kind of focus in on what you want to focus in on that month, right? And that's also good. For each month, you also have a little thing that, it says focus on being productive instead of busy. So you're going to talk about the top 5 goals you want to accomplish, the monthly budget or monetary goals for that particular month, plans for taking a break, and habits to work on. So all of those things is a little bit different as well. Because in last year's version, I had separate pages in the back for that you had to copy if you wanted to do it more than once. The nice thing about this is there's a little block for each of those categories, and it's monthly. So you can really reflect on this stuff monthly, which I think is important. So yeah, I think that's about it. Like I said, you've got, the word for the year. You guys know I love focusing on a word for the year. I did not, take that out of this version because it is definitely important. So you have the word for the year again, and what it means to you and the goals surrounding it. And then you have your master brain dump that is for the entire year or 14 months, or however long you will be using the planner. Okay. The other thing that I'm obsessed with, and this is a feature that is only offered for a short time, because I publish this planner on Amazon and Kindle Direct Publishing. So they do not offer spiral bound books. So can you sense my frustration? But I found a beautiful printing company called 4 Pillars Printing. They're amazing. I love them. They printed this for me and they put some spiral binding on it. But they don't necessarily have direct publishing. So I cannot guarantee that every single planner is going to have that spiral binding and that I can print it through 4 Pillars. They were nice enough to give me a nice big bulk order, which is another reason why I have an offer. The offer's coming up, okay? Which is another reason why I was able to do this offer. I ordered a nice big bulk order, and then that is how I got the spiral binding on these particular ones. So without further ado, and as you can see, here it is. She's beautiful. Let's see, actually, what do I want to do first? Do I want to tell you about the course? Yeah, I'm going to tell you about the course. The other thing that is different this time around with this planner is that it actually comes with, I don't mean it, that's probably not the best way of putting it, because you can buy the planner without the course, but it was designed with creating a course in mind that goes along with the planner. Okay. It is special in that way because I know there are people out there that are going to love this planner and run with it, and they don't need me. They're going to leave me in the dust. They're going to be thankful that I created a planner that was perfect for them, but they're going to leave me in the dust, and they're going to go use this, and they're going to know just exactly what to do with it because they're organized with their time. And that's awesome. I hope I have people following me that are like that. Even if you're not organized with your time, you can still use this planner without the course, and you can navigate this and it's still going to help you, I think. But if you're somebody that really needs that extra step when it comes to organizing your time, to maximizing your productivity, and to learning how to manage your time, then you are going to want to get in on this course. So the course is complete. I am still working on actually uploading it and getting it all into the site in which in which it's hosted. That's a process. I plan on having it live in October. Okay, this is September, by the way. Don't know when you're listening to this, but it will be live soon. It's not live quite yet, but the planners are available. So the thing about the course is I give very intricate and in-depth details on how to use this beautiful planner in the course. There are, I think, like 11 modules. Actually, there's more than that. There's 11 sections and then a couple modules within. You guys, it's hours of content. It is very, very in-depth. Once this course is live, I am going to definitely be doing a podcast or two breaking the course down as well so that everybody understands what they're getting in the course. Again, this episode is not, that is not the purpose of this episode. But come back for when that's coming. It's coming probably in the next 4 or 5 episodes. I will be doing that episode. Okay. So come back for that. But just know that that is the other thing that's different about this planner is that it comes with a course. A very, very detailed and in-depth course that is going to teach you how to manage your time, maximize your productivity, and be organized in life in general. Guys, this is ducks in a row organizing life. I don't just give you willy-nilly advice. Like I am trying to help you organize your life. Okay? And that is what I am trying to do through this course, through this program, through this planner. Okay? So with that said, now here comes the offer. I want to offer you folks who are listening to this episode for a certain amount of time. This is only until the course airs. So if you, or this course is launched, I should say. So if you're listening to this episode and it's like November 2022, you missed the boat, sorry. But any other time, until this course is launched, that is when this offer is good for. If you've listened to this episode, I want to give you the opportunity to buy this planner at a discounted rate that will never be this discounted ever again. Okay? I am essentially giving you this planner at the cost that it cost me to print it and then for me to mail it to you. So for the shipping. Like, in other words, I'm not making any money off of this. Like this is, you're literally going to be getting it at cost. So that's really important and really special. And I want to do that for you guys because I appreciate you and I love you. And I can't thank you enough for supporting me in what I do. So I'm offering that to you now at cost. You can get my planner and you will get a discount on the course. Because the course is not live yet, we're not going to really discuss that any further. Just know that if you purchase this planner right now during this promotional offer, you will be recorded as being somebody that it has the opportunity to get the course at a discount as well. The course, like I said, is not ready yet. You also do not have to do the course. Just because you're buying the planner doesn't mean you are committing to also purchasing the course at the discount. You can get the planner all by itself, okay? But if you want the course, you also get that at a discounted rate. So the cost for this planner is $34, and that includes shipping. And again, that is essentially the cost that it cost me to print this to have it shipped to me and for me to ship it out to you. So I am not making money on this offer. This is, again, a thank you for supporting me and for just being here in my podcast, for being here. I thank you so much for that. Okay. So that is the offer right now, $34, including shipping. You guys, a planner of this like nature, like, let me just show you how big it is. Okay. This is not any like piddly dink. Okay. This is like a major book. And that is why, you know, in the spiral binding, that is why it costs, the print costs a lot, because it was a lot to print. There's a lot of words in here. There's a lot of lines and details, and all sorts of things. Okay. So that's what happens, right? When you have to use ink and paper. You can't buy a planner of this, with this, what I have here, you know, at like Staples for any cheaper than that, right? I mean, okay, maybe you can, I don't know. I haven't done the research. The bottom line is I made this. I actually made it all by myself in Canva, and then I had it printed for you. And I'm offering it to you at that cost. So that's it, you guys. It's there for you. I appreciate you so much. I know I've already said that. And this is where like the awkwardness comes in. Sorry, I was getting a phone call on my phone while I was recording. Hello. That wasn't me saying hello to who's calling. That is the awkwardness that comes in with the video. It's like I'm looking at myself and then I'm like forgetting I'm recording and I'm like, what am I doing? So I apologize if this episode seemed weird because of that, if you're just listening. But I do encourage you to actually go and tune in on YouTube once it's uploaded so you can see an actual visual of what I've been showing you. But you guys, listen, I know I'm partial because like I made it. So I know like, obviously I'm going to think it's a really good planner because I would not have made it the way I made it unless I thought it was all the best stuff, right? Like, duh. So maybe you don't agree with me because you don't agree with what I think is important. But at the end of the day, this was designed to help you learn how to manage your time and maximize your productivity. That's what it's for. That's my mission. I believe that's my God-given mission. So that's what I did. That's why I pour my whole heart and soul into it. Okay. Because I believe that that's what, you know, I have to give you, and I believe it's good. So take it or leave it. This is the instruction if you want to take it. First of all, link in show notes. I'm going to give you a link that takes you to my website. This has to be ordered kind of because I already have them. Like these are like author copies essentially. So because they're already in my possession, I'm going to be shipping them out for you like from my office, right? So this isn't like coming Kindle Direct Publishing, right? This isn't coming from Amazon like my previous one did. This is coming from me, which they won't always be that way. But again, this is a promo offer. So, the best way for me to put this order in for you is to give you a link to my website where you can fill out a form. And in that form, I will get notified and I will get an email saying that you are requesting that you want a planner. So be sure in the, like when you're filling it out, be sure you put like, I want a planner, because there will be a little box that says, you know, what you're there for. Just say, I want a planner, and I'll know it came from you. And then we will have correspondence and you will pay me, and you will receive your planner for as long as it takes it to travel in the mail until it gets to your house. And then it'll be yours and you can start using it. How exciting is that? So that's how that's going to go. The link is in the show notes for that. If you have any questions beyond that, please leave comments, leave an email, reach out to me on my social media. I have all that linked below as well. My email is ducksinaroworganizinglife@gmail.com. That might even be linked too, but feel free to leave me questions also about this. You guys, I'm so excited about this planner. I'm so excited to get this planner out there. Again, it is for, it is for anyone. Like it's for the person who just loves planners. It's for the person who needs help with their time management and productivity. It's for the person who needs extra help with their time management and productivity, and therefore is going to purchase the course. It's for anybody. It's for an entrepreneur, a busy mom, a homeschool mom, a man. It could be a man. Who cares? It's not gender specific. The bottom line is, it is helpful, and I want you guys to have it at this offer if you feel like, it's something that you want. So it's got everything you need. Have I said enough? I think I have. Okay. Infomercial over. I apologize for this seeming like an infomercial. Like, that's not what I meant it to do. I wanted to introduce this planner to you and offer it to you. So hopefully that's the point I got across. Thank you guys so much for listening. Come back next week and don't forget to live your life with passionate gratitude. All right, guys, I will see you next time.